Hey, I'm Kev Kim. Welcome back to TTL The Man to Ride on the Edge Harder has we're into the second half of Season 7. Even though we're on the Superbike now, even though I want to be on the Supersport, it's going pretty well. 3 out of 4 race victories. We've already matched like our highest win total, I believe, in a season already. So, it's going to go better, can't it, as we head back to Herefordshire. Try not to be abysmal around this circuit, as we've got a decent amount of pert points. We might actually save them, though, for the Irish Championship round. We should do that, shouldn't we? And let's ride a Supersport bike. We normally do these for the non-championship races now to make up for... I think we messed up on the Irish Championship. I actually looked back at the footage. For the second round, for some reason, it had the Superbike or Supersport as an option. But since then, it hasn't. So I have no idea. And I just assumed it'd be on the Supersport bike, so I clicked through stupidly. So we've barely ridden the Kawasaki, haven't we? So let's try it out. There we go, the green machine. That's better. So we've got a bunch of Hondas against us, and a Triumph Daytona has snuck in. 6 bikes here. 136.8 is our previous best on the Honda. 2.77 miles long is this Herefordshire circuit. You can barely see that dash. As we've got 3 laps. Cracking start. Slightly different sound does. Now the bike says get out of here, Honda. It's, try and get down the inside of the Triumph Daytona. Not liking it. To go around the outside of the Honda. Maybe I was unkind to this Kawasaki. It's, elbow to elbow. That's like it. Didn't wipe them out. Damn it. Well, I said this Kawasaki was tough to ride. When we first rode it, as what are you doing, Honda, man? You're not the real Bruce. We see through your lies. Like, I have no idea why I fell there. I just took the corners normal and accelerated. Obviously not allowed to do that for a corner. I want to say that's our chance of winning over, but it's an easy race around in the category of easy, so we might be able to fight back here. Go past the houses. Be careful of the bumps through there. There's definitely one thing we have learned. It's all down the inside, almost into the rocks. Can't hit any of the big chunky curves round here. Like some those curves are as thick as some of the chips you can get from like fish and chip shops around here. It's incredibly chunky. Just under 5 seconds back. And there's the top 2 in front, just following each other, teasing us. Like, this could be you. We'll be in less than a lap. It looks like, bloody hell. Did it not carry any speed through that section? Yeah, I thought this Kawasaki was a bit tough to ride, but after trying out like the Yamaha, now this Kawasaki is so much easier to ride. It's very smooth in comparison to the Yamaha. Oh my god, fake Bruce. Get out of here. There we go, so we just let the bike ride through there on momentum. That was better. Oh, again. Clinching at the gear there on the downshift. Did not like that. I thought that was a goner. The speed of the Kawasaki is actually pretty decent. It's the Triumph Daytona will always be our best Supersport bike, but this is better than the Honda. Right up there with the Yamaha. Not bad. It's a shame there's not a bigger variety of Supersport bikes. And I think the same with the superbikes as well. Like, obviously they're choosing recent bikes, so there might not be that huge variety in different models now, especially compared to say like 20 or 30 years ago. Now, so they lead by 8 seconds. That's stupid. But still, even if it's the same model, I expect like quite a few different teams. Of course, they're able to generate quite a few names and teams as well. The more real life ones. I mean, we've got the big ones. I guess that's what only people care for though. Very nice to see like some lesser names in here. Or names that are less familiar, should I say. Don't want to totally disrespect them. I'm surprised the bike does not get unsettled over that kind of change in transition. Well, it can carry so much more speed through there. Ooh, a bit wide. Just inspecting the gate, making sure it's nicely painted and all that. Just like it's up to snuff. But yeah, if there is a 3 coming, it's a bit of a wish list, I'll admit. Not as big as the one for 2, because they have improved and fixed a few things, but there's still a long list there that we kind of need to see from an Isle of Man game, as 21.3 seconds ahead of Hans. It's got time to turn away on March in 5th. Gia in last, as we get some interviewing, get some tyre warming. Get a lot of perk points as well. As we complete the second objective, I don't know what to say about the third. We get 4 grand. Let's blow it on something, shall we? Let's go to the shop. Well, we've got all the bikes, so we can't blow it on a bike. Should we get some liveries? Let's get some liveries for the old Kawasaki. There we go. Silicon Engineering. See, it looks like they've got quite a few different teams, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way how they lay out, kind of, like the bike selection. Like, because it's just like a bike and then you scroll through teams and stuff. It doesn't feel like a lot compared to the first one. But we can buy some parts upgrades. What are we? A Honda, aren't we? It's our main bike. What's that? Is that a super bike? Yeah, it is the super bike. What can we get? We can get S suspensions. An S engine as well. S chassis. We've got S wheels already. As I've already mentioned, there's an achievement to buy all of those bits. So we might be here forever if we want to achieve that. As we've got the 5th round around the Glenderry course. 3 laps, just over 6 miles long. And we can definitely... Oh, shall we put out the swagger? I know we did that last season, didn't we? It didn't work out. Might have to keep that in my back pocket, the old swagger. We can choose something else, though. It only gives us, like, reputation or money, though. Like, swagger's the only one that's actually really worth it. I think we'll save swagger for the final round, though. Oh no, we don't want to though. We want to save it for the TET. I want to save up perk points for the TET. Yeah, let's get the swagger out, shall we? So it only gives us 40 perk points to use. Oh my god, we've got barely any engineers. You know, so we've got 35, 65. Okay, so we've got enough. If we had 95 or 100 perk points, we got enough to use all 4 perks in the finale, in one of the TTs. As 5th round, 6.06 miles long, just over 3 minutes long is all that record has. Hang on, have we chosen a super sport? What is going on? Now we've got a super sports here because we see Yamahas and Triumph Daytonas. Does it not matter then? For all this time, you thought it was one or the other, but you can actually just interchange classes. Look, it's clothes. So we've got a couple Yamahas, a couple Joint Daytonas, a Kawasaki, and 4 fellow Hondas. 10 competitors about to engage here. Nice flock of birds over there. I was concentrating. I didn't crash into anyone, alright? Here we go then. Let's see if the swagger works this time. On the Supersport. So what does this count as? A Supersport or Superbike title? Or is it just both? Hopefully it means we can just ride the Supersport bike for the rest of the season. Oh yeah, we can take these virtually flat, these corners. Oh yes. Well, not when no rider's in the way, but it's almost onto the grass. Round the outside. On the left hander, eat my dust. That is how you do it. I feel like with this bike though, getting the swagger out was a bit too much. But we'll see. Man, this bike is so easy to ride. Same for the Kawasaki as well. Like, and that Kawasaki's not upgraded. This is. Really feel like I was harsh on the Kawasaki now. After trying the Yamahas. And then Triumph Daytona is still the god tier bike. But this Honda. And then you got the Kawasaki and then Yamaha at last. Not sure how to rank the Superbikes though. Superbikes is a bit weird for me because I'm a big fan of the Norton, even though it is a bit big boy. It's a bit tough to get around some corners, but it's got incredible brakes, incredible power, which more than makes up for that, I don't know, girth of the bike. Like it is the BMW M8 of superbikes, because the M8 is an incredibly good car as well, even though it's twice the size of everything else in the GT Le Mans or GTE Pro class. Oh, an AM as well. Do people drive it in AM? Can't remember now. I don't think so, because they quit after the season, didn't they? BMW. And that's when everyone got worried about GTE Pro and were like, oh, should we get some GT3s in there? Like everywhere else in the world. Of course, they still haven't done that, but that's too smart, that position. Too inviting to the plebs to them on, maybe. Gotta keep it prestige, that event. When they literally had a Nissan that couldn't do any laps in recent years, and an Aston Martin, was it AMR1, which was a disaster as well. And we've got Bicolis as well, which is unfortunately a very good punching bag. If you want to criticise ACO and the WEC. And they have gotten better. This is, oh my god, stop it on the brakes. Alright, I'm going to be nice and gentle, alright, Honda. There you go. And I did make the smart decision, the ACO, of linking up with IMSA and having this DPI, Le Mans hypercar class all together. Cannot wait to find out how that works out. Was it LMDH or something, isn't it? I mean, they got that the wrong way round. It's not even in HD, is it? Like, it's in DH, whatever that is. So around halfway through this race. We had a perfect race in Lokshan last time out. I hope I have not jinxed myself. We might be getting to know these races a bit too much now. You can tell why maybe kind of winding this down at this point, because we know the circuit's like the back of our hands for the most part. The bike's still getting upgraded. We've gone slightly better at this game. Like, I'm pretty happy with the superbike lap I've done. We definitely need to do all the TTs that end this season before we get into hardcore mode. And then when we're in hardcore mode, oh, we got to try the classic TT in hardcore mode, because that could be incredibly hilarious. I was trying to survive that race on the older bikes. Oh, I didn't see my lap time. That's probably quicker than what we've done before, though, isn't it? Like, it feels like we're under 3 minutes. Oh no! 26 seconds to lead, Jesus. Oh, come on. 2 perfect races in a row. So you can't do that in hardcore mode. That's probably end of the season there, end of career. Cannot afford to make any mistakes like that. For those who have done hardcore mode, let me know how you've been getting on. Like, I'm sure you're much better than I am at this. I'm interested to see how far you've done, or how well you've done. If it's just been like, oh, you know, I kept winning by 10 laps all the time again, even in hardcore mode. Like, I'm that good. Let me know. I'll probably finish 10 laps down in hardcore mode because I want to be extra cautious now, like breaking into some of these corners. Like, especially around the TT circuit, I imagine I'll be incredibly cautious. Like, those 16-minute superbike lap times will probably increase to like 18 minutes or something. And for the supersports, from 17 minutes up to 19 or even 20, like, it's so much slower. But it's good fun on the supersport bike. This is like, it's a much more, like, all of these Irish circuits are pretty nice. Like, there's one big plus for TTR Man 2. It is this kind of island map. Having the free roam, which is pretty cool, with the challenges, which, as I've already said, it reminds me of Forza Horizon. Having a bike version of that is pretty cool. I wish there was more to the map rather than just challenges in free roam. I wish this was integrated into the map. Like, you just travel around the map, do races like Forza Horizon. I wonder if that's something to do in Ride 4. Well, Milestone are building maps for like the motocross stuff. At least with like MXGP, Supercross, like, they have the playground and compounds. Wonder if that's something they maybe do in Ride 4. As I've not looked at any news either. I'm trying to keep it That's what I try and do with releases. I'll try not learn too much about what's happening. As where was everyone else? Come on. So we're 13 points ahead with 45 points to play for. Here's Kevin Graham in a distant second. Ryan Rocksmith an even more distant third. And then we've got Stevens, Pent, Swift, Bruce, Cameron Donalds, Charlie Lindsay, Michael Stone, Colin French, Sean Horgan, and Bill Nil. So you get tyre wear and penalty reducer. Oh, I forgot to speak there for a second. So next up will be Old Blair Forest. Old traditional. We've got 2 of these now. Tyre wear is reduced. I'm sure that would be very helpful around that very short circuit. We could use the tyre warmers thing, I guess. Because we've got quite a few of those. And should we head back on our Kawasaki? As personal code 108.5, as we've got three fellow Kawasaki's, a Yamaha and a Honda. And remember, this is a time trial event, so that means Gary's, yeah. I'm really shocked he's still allowed at events, to be honest. Like, anyway, let's move on to racing. So that's pretty nice through that. I don't know how bulbous this windshield was around Herefordshire. I really didn't notice it. Ooh, bit wide. Yeah, the power delivery of this is incredibly smooth. It's a bit lacking. Maybe that's why it's incredibly smooth. Like, you can hear it. It's just like, alright, I'm coming with the revs. But it's gentle, shall we say. And the brakes are much better than I remember. Then made a step up from the normal Triumph Daytona to this, and it was like, this thing just goes all over the place. Obviously that is not the case, is it? Maybe that shows we have actually got better at this. So we find this bike smooth now in comparison to what it was before. So they already lead by 6.2. That guy is clapping us on the left-hand side for taking a hairpin. Thank you. I know, it's never seen anyone do that before. At least with this class. Just that change of direction slightly sloppy. I was saying that's the same the Triumph Daytona upgrade as on all of these other bikes that we're riding, is just that agileness. Like, even if that's not a word, is it? How agile it is. So I know to English. So already coming up to that ride is halfway through this race. My god, what's everyone doing out there? 107.4. We smashed all that record then. You can see how much more committed we are into that first game. Like, we barely kind of brake for that first part. Oh, it's not too well there. Engine braking too good for us. Got 16 seconds. Alright, bike, calm down. That's making noise at us. Still don't know if that's a good or bad thing, the bike making noises at us. It's like all these hours we've been into ETO Man 2, still can't figure that out. Well, sometimes it's just like, oh, you're on the limit, so I'm going to make a noise. But then sometimes it does it when it doesn't feel like we're on the limit, and it's just making a noise. So I'm not sure if it's braking or anything. A bit weird. So that's the best we've ever taken out first chicane is on the final out up here in sunny old Blair Forest. There's some glorious sun everywhere we've gone to so far, haven't we? In Herefordshire, Ireland, here in Scotland. Well, you can virtually take it in a straight line, that chicane. So the gap is up to 25.3. I'll get a new fastest lap coming here. How smooth we've been. Showing we're a bit far back of, it's up third or fourth. Got across the line. 106.7. As we win by 35.5 seconds out of fellow Kawasaki. That's good warm up for the next round of the Irish Championship. We get some ballasts and some quick respawn. Look at all those perk points you get for just winning this lonely race. Another thing I don't really get is how balanced the perk points are towards the easy events. I know it's maybe to make you do them, but yeah, it's a bit weird seeing it as... Oh, we could do... Nah, let's actually do the Irish Championship. So, for the final race of the old episode, we could... Oh yeah, we used our swagger properly, so we don't need to do that. What's that? Tyre wear, could do respawn. Don't really need that. Shall we do all the tyre warmers? That might actually be good. I think they're all the same, are they? 45. Oh no, that's 30. So yeah, do that. Oh no, that's pit stops. We can actually choose something else as well, can't we? So what's this? Reputation, money, reputation. Get some reputation back. Spencer got 102.7, 1.75 miles long. 5 laps around the circuit against 4 fellow competitors. Remember, it's 2 races of 5 though, so there are 10 competitors in total. It's got the Triumph Daytona, the Yamaha, and a couple of fellow Hondas with us. So the points at the end of this race will not be accurate. Will be accurate after the next round, no, not previous. It's a good launch from Kevin Graham. Triumph Daytona trying to make some moves around the outside as well. It's already into the lead. Let's see, Kevin Gray. I can hear him fighting back. Oh, getting down the first gear though on our Supersport bike. Way too easy. Also, it was locked in on the Supersport. I had no option to choose a Superbike. So, maybe he does it for each half the season, maybe? Like for the first 4 races. Oh, God. Calm it. So, like with the first race, you know, you can choose whatever. And then the second race you can. But in third and fourth, it's locked in. And then we've had choices for the 5th and 6th. Or 5th race, and not for the 6th, and maybe it's locked in for the 7th and 8th races. So it makes the championship look a bit weird, though. It's the gap already 4.4. Is it actually raining, or is it just... I couldn't figure this out last time round here. Was it just like stuff in the air? I think it's just stuff in the air, isn't it? Oh, that's a bit wide. It's always that right-hander we're struggling with around here. No, through here. It looks like rain, doesn't it? I guess there's just stuff in the air. Oh, good use of a little bit of a rear brake there. In conjunction with that old engine braking. Deadly combo. Wants to be much quicker than everyone else. Shame we can't have the perfect season though. Chucked it away then on the final lap. 103.9. We'll try it in the hardcore mode, you know, try and get the perfect season. Because of course we'll achieve it then. If we can, we could definitely going to try some of the classic bikes in hardcore mode. Like I said, I reckon that'll be a bit of a laugh because we're not very good with the classic bikes. And we've barely ridden them as well. Like, unfortunately, all the choices for the classic bikes are kind of tied into the Irish Championship. Like, if you choose the classic TT, then you can't take part in the second round of the championship. And there's another classic race for this round, for round 6, for round, I think it's 4 as well. And then for round 7 as well, around the Tyrone circuit, or Tyrone circuit, should I say. So yeah, it's just a bit annoying how all the classic events are tied into the Irish Championship, so you've got to choose one or the other. It'd be nice if there was a classic event on an off weekend in the Irish Championship. And the only one that is the classic TT means you miss an Irish Championship event further down the line, so bit annoying. Turning on to the final lap here. 102.0 in matching our personal best. Literally flying around it. Ooh, did not like that scrape. Transition onto the runway was not smoothed up. Man, we might not struggle in hardcore mode with how this episode has gone. This has been like our best episode ever. Like, won every event, only had one crash off the top of my head. In 4 races like that. It's pretty insane. Or was it 2? Can't remember if we crashed in here for shit now. This is how old I am. Like, my memory's gone already after, was it 35 minutes? Almost 40. See, that's someone. Trying to Daytona, which got a very good start. But he had a very good finish on the rest of the race, though. Under 5:30 as well. See what? God's sake. That's ridiculous. So, we're 16 points ahead. We've got a race win in hand. All we have to do is be ahead of Kevin Graham next time out, and we've won the championship. The mixed Superbike Supersport Irish Championship, as he got him in second. Guaranteed second now, and it's like ahead of Stevens, Rocksmith, Pent, Swift, Bruce, Cameron Donald, Charlie, Sean Hogan in last. So get sponsors and some tyre wear again. Got a decent amount of perk points back, surprising amount that. Normally it's like 20 or something. So next time we will do the Spring Cup. Actually, should we do the Spring Cup now? I know we've got the Super Hillside Grand Prix to do next time. It's going to be a long one. Because then next up is the Coastline Circuit, 4 laps. So, you know, there's the Tyrone. Oh, it's actually a TT event. Oh, this is what I'm thinking of, the Coastline event, which is a classic TT event. See, no, it's tied into the 7th round, annoyingly. Like, we can either choose this race around the coastline or the classic bikes. And then we've got probably the airfield. That can be like the short race of the next episode before we head to the Circuit of Iron and the championship and season finale. Let's try and make it 7 out of 8 probably. Not that we're confident at all. Or cocky. But I hope you enjoyed almost flawless episode. It only took over like 40 episodes to achieve it. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.